Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to IK Sir Chemistry classes. Here we are in lecture number 9 on Mosswire spectroscopy. In this video, we will discuss the magnetic field effects on Mosswire spectra. For this purpose, first of all, we will see the effect of magnetic field on nuclear energy level. The Mosswire nuclei have non-zero nuclear spin, that is, I is not equal to 0 in the both ground state and in the excited state. It means in both ground state and excited state, the nuclear spin of a Mosswire nucleus is not equal to 0, and the nucleus with non-zero spin interacts with the magnetic field. The nucleus having a certain nuclear spin, that is I is not equal to 0, interacts with the magnetic field. As a result, the energy of a nucleus with nuclear spin I splits up into. As a result, the energy state of a nucleus with nuclear spin I splits up into 2I plus 1 sub-energy levels. The nucleus having non-zero nuclear spin, that is I is not equal to 0, interacts with the magnetic field, and as a result, the energy state of such nucleus with nuclear spin I splits up into 2I plus 1 sub-energy levels. The energy of a nuclear sub-energy level in magnetic field is given by the following relationship: E equals to minus H Gn beta n Mi. This is the energy of a nuclear sub-energy level in magnetic field. The terms involved in this equation are given below. H is the strength of magnetic field. Gn is nuclear splitting factor. Beta n is nuclear magneton. And what about Mi? It is nuclear spin along z-axis. That is the direction of magnetic field. It is also denoted by Iz. It means Mi or Iz are equivalent, and these are the component of nuclear spin along z-axis, that is along magnetic field. The value of Mi varies from plus I to minus I in integral steps, and the total number of values of Mi is equal to 2I plus 1. The value of Gn, nuclear splitting factor, is different for the ground state and for the excited state, and therefore the extent of a splitting in these two energy states will be different. At the same time, the sign of Gn may be opposite in these two nuclear energy states, that is ground state and excited state may have opposite signs of Gn. Let us illustrate with an example. In the case of Fe57 nucleus, the ground state has I equals to 1 by 2 and Gn is positive. On the other hand, the excited state has I equals to 3 by 2 and Gn is negative. Accordingly, the splitting of the ground state and the excited state of Fe57 nucleus in magnetic field can be represented as in the following figure. Remembering that the energy of a nuclear sub-energy level in an external magnetic field is given by E equals to minus h gn beta n mi, as we have seen it earlier. The splitting of ground state and the excited state of Fe57 nucleus in the presence of magnetic field can be represented as in the following figure. This figure consists of three parts: A, B, and C. Part A represents the nuclear energy levels of Fe57 in absence of electric field as well as magnetic field. The ground state of Fe57 nucleus has I equals to 1 by 2, while its excited state has I equals to 3 by 2. On applying magnetic field, the ground state with I 1 by 2 splits up into two sub-energy levels, Mi equals to plus half and Mi equals to minus half. On the other hand, the excited nucleus of Fe57 having I equals to 3 by 2 splits up into four sub-energy levels in the presence of magnetic field, having Mi equals to minus 3 by 2, Mi minus 1 by 2, Mi plus 1 by 2, and Mi equals to plus 3 by 2. On applying electric field along with the magnetic field, the splitting pattern of nuclear energy levels of Fe57 have been represented in part C of the figure, which will be discussed later on. This transition gives rise to absorption peak. In the lower part of the figure, absorption peaks have been represented arising from different transitions. For example, this transition gives rise to an absorption peak, and this absorption peak has been represented by 1. Similarly, this transition gives rise to an absorption peak, and it is absorption peak number 3. It will be discussed later on. Thus, 6 transitions are possible among these nuclear sub-energy levels from the ground state to the excited state, and hence 6 absorption peaks are obtained. Here A is the ground state and excited state nuclear energy levels of Fe57 in absence of magnetic field and electric field. On the other hand, B represents part B of the figure represents a splitting of nuclear energy levels produced by a magnetic field. On the other hand, C represents a splitting of nuclear energy levels produced by simultaneous magnetic field and electric field. It is obvious from the above figure that the ground state of Fe57 nucleus with I equals to 1 by 2 and Gn positive splits up into two sub-energy levels, Mi equals to plus half and Mi equals to minus half, as we have seen in the previous figure. The ground state of the Fe57 nucleus with nuclear spin 1 by 2 and positive Gn splits up into two sub-energy levels, Mi equals to plus half and Mi equals to minus half. Remembering that the energy of nuclear sub-energy level is given by minus h Gn beta n Mi. The energy of Mi equals to plus half energy level will be lower than mi equals to minus half energy level, it can be understood from the following way. This term is negative, Gn is positive. Therefore, the sign of energy will depend upon the sign of mi. If mi is positive, the overall term will be negative and the energy will be lower. This is why mi equals to plus half has lower energy than mi equals to minus half. The energy of mi equals to plus half energy level will be negative, while the energy of mi equals to minus half energy level will be positive. Minus will be positive and its overall value will be positive. The energy of mi equals to minus half is positive, while the energy of mi equals to plus half is negative. This is why the energy of mi equals to plus half energy level is lower than the energy of mi equals to minus half energy level. Let us proceed ahead. The excited state of Fe57 nucleus with I equals to 3/2 and Gn negative splits up into 4 sub-energy levels: mi equals to plus 3/2, plus 1/2, minus 1/2 and minus 3/2. Remembering that E equals to minus h Gn beta n mi, the energy of these sub-energy levels of the excited state of Fe57 nucleus increases in the order. This one has the lowest energy, while this one has the highest energy. Let us understand it from the following equation. This term is minus, Gn is also minus, then the sign of energy will depend upon the value of mi. If mi is negative, the overall value will be negative. Negative is positive, and this positive multiplied by negative will be negative. If the value of mi is negative, the overall energy will be negative. This is why mi equals to minus 3/2 level has the lowest energy, while if mi is positive, the overall value will be positive. This is why mi equals to plus 3/2 level has the highest energy. Selection rules. The selection rules for the Moshwire spectroscopy are complicated. All the transitions from the sub-energy level of the ground state of Fe57 nucleus, all the transitions from the sub-energy level of the ground state of Fe57 nucleus to the sub-energy level of its excited state are allowed, which involve delta mi equals to either 0 or plus minus 1. Such transitions will be allowed. These allowed transitions have been shown by vertical lines in the part B of the figure as illustrated by following figure also. These allowed transitions are mi equals to plus half to mi equals to plus 3/2 involving delta mi equals to plus 1. This transition has been represented by this one, plus 1/2 mi equals to plus 3/2. Similarly, the second allowed transition, mi equals to plus half to mi equals to plus half. This one, mi equals to plus half to mi equals to plus half involving delta mi equals to 0. The third transition is from mi equals to plus half to mi equals to minus half. Mi equals to plus half to mi equals to minus half involving delta mi equals to -1. Similarly, the fourth transition is from mi equals to -half to mi equals to -3/2. This one, fourth one, mi equals to -half of ground state to mi equals to -3/2 of the excited state. The fifth transition is from mi equals to -half to mi equals to -half involving delta mi 0. This one, mi equals to -half of the ground state to the mi equals to -half of the excited state. This one is the ground state with I equals to 1/2, and this one the excited state with I equals to 3/2. And last transition, mi equals to -half to mi equals to +half, mi equals to -half to mi equals to +half involving delta mi equals to +1. All these 6 transitions are allowed according to the selection rule discussed earlier. Thus, 4 transitions are permissible. The ground state of Fe57 nucleus with I equals to 1/2 splits up into 2 nuclear sub-energy levels with mi equals to +half and mi equals to -half. This one has lower energy and this one has higher energy as discussed earlier. The excited state of Fe57 nucleus with I equals to 3/2 splits up into 4 nuclear sub-energy levels with mi equals to -3/2, -half, +1/2 and +3/2. The energies of these nuclear sub-energy levels increases in the order. Thus, the Morse-wire spectrum of Fe57 exhibits 6 peaks or 6 lines in the presence of magnetic field. It has been represented at the bottom of the part B of the figure. These absorption peaks or absorption lines have been represented at the bottom of the part B of the figure, and the splitting of a spectral line in the Morse-wire spectrum by magnetic field is called magnetic hyperfine splitting or hyperfine splitting caused by magnetic field. The splitting of absorption peak in the presence of magnetic field in the Morse-wire spectrum is called hyperfine splitting caused by magnetic field or simply magnetic hyperfine splitting. But the relative transition probabilities are found to differ according to the state involved. The relative transition probabilities are different for these transitions depending upon the state involved. This is why these 6 lines have different relative peak heights depending upon the transition probabilities. We have seen earlier that the absorption peaks have different relative heights, and these heights depend upon transition probabilities, whether the transition is less probable or transition is more probable. These are 6 absorption peaks. It may be seen that these 6 absorption peaks may be grouped into 3 pairs: pair number 1, pair number 2 and pair number 3, with relative intensities in the ratio 3:2:1. The absorption peaks grouped as 1 have higher intensity, while the absorption peaks grouped as 2 have lower intensity, while the absorption peaks grouped as 3 have even lower intensity, and their intensities are in the ratio 3:2:1, and the intensities of these absorption peaks depend upon the transition probabilities of the states involved. So far we have considered that the magnetic field which causes the splitting of nuclear energy levels I into sub-energy levels Mi have been applied externally. So far we have considered that the magnetic field which causes the splitting of nuclear energy level into sub-energy levels has been applied externally. But this magnetic field may be present internally also due to interaction of the nucleus with the surrounding electrons in sufficient magnitude to cause observable effect. The magnetic field which causes the splitting of nuclear energy level into sub-energy level may be external or it may be present internally in the molecule which arises due to the interaction of the nucleus with the surrounding electrons, and if this internal magnetic field is of sufficient magnitude, then observable effect will be observed. In the latter case, that is in the case of internal magnetic field, it is possible to estimate the magnitude of internal magnetic field by calibrating the spectrum using external magnetic field. If the spectrum is calibrated by applying external magnetic fields of known strength, the magnitude of internal magnetic field can be estimated with the help of Moisseier spectra. Effect of applying magnetic field and electric field simultaneously. If there exists an electric field within the sample, if an electric field exists within the sample in addition to external or internal magnetic field, the quadruple splitting due to the electric field is superimposed on the magnetic field splitting. Let us see it again. If there is an electric field within the sample in addition to external or internal magnetic field, the quadruple splitting due to the electric field is superimposed on the magnetic field splitting. For Fe57 nucleus with positive electric quadruple moment whose Q is positive, the energy of plus minus 3/2 states increases while the energy of plus minus 1/2 states decreases as shown in the part C of the figure. In the case of Fe57 nucleus, electric quadruple moment is positive, and in this case, on applying electric field, the energy of Mi equals to plus minus 3/2 states increases while the energy of Mi equals to plus minus 1/2 states decreases as shown in the part C of the figure and figure given on the next slide also. This is the ground state with I equals to 1/2. This is the ground state, excited state with I equals to 3/2, and these states split up on applying magnetic field into the ground state splits up into Mi equals to plus 1/2 and Mi equals to minus 1/2, while the excited state splits up on applying magnetic field into minus 3/2, minus 1/2, plus 1/2 and plus 3/2. All these are nuclear sub-energy levels in the presence of magnetic field and represented by Mi. Part C. Part B is in the presence of magnetic field, and if electric field is also present within the sample in addition to the magnetic field, the energy of Mi equals to plus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 increases. This energy increases. The energy of plus 3 by 2 level also increases. On the other hand, the energy of Mi equals to plus 1 by 2 decreases and energy of minus 1 by 2 also decreases in the excited state. But in the ground state, these energy levels remain unaffected because nuclear electric quadrupole moment will be significant only when I is greater than 1. In this case, I is less than 1. I is here 1 by 2, and therefore it must be noted that the ground state with I equals to 1 by 2, the electric quadrupole moment is insignificant, and hence there is no effect of electric field. There is no effect of electric field on the nuclear sub-energy levels in the ground state. These remain unaffected because Q is insignificant, because I is smaller than 1. In the excited state, Q electric quadrupole moment is significant because I is greater than 1. The selection rules and the transition probabilities remain unchanged, and a 6-line pattern is again obtained under the combined influence of electric field and magnetic field, but the absorption lines are not equally spaced. If magnetic field and electric field are applied simultaneously, in the case of Fe57, a 6-line pattern is again obtained, but their spacing is not uniform. These absorption lines are not equally spaced. Fe2 gives Moisseier spectrum of this type B, in which the 6 spectral lines are equally spaced. But in the case of Fe2O3, there is combined electric field and magnetic field, and therefore the regularity between the 6 hyperfine lines is lost. In Fe2O3, there is internal electric field as well as internal magnetic field, and accordingly they influence each other, and the regularity between the 6 hyperfine lines is lost. Thank you for watching the video with concentration. Please like, share and subscribe it.